4:56 p.m. and this is documentation showing the maintenance of a light source, which is not the actual sun. This is the legal framework surrounding what is federal group stalking and monitoring, which is it's group stalking that's underway by a government, and it's also exposing what is demonic activity. The demonic environment consists of the maintenance, that is a stationary presence of that which is not possibly the sun, by virtue of the fact that it's at the same location where it's at in the morning, which is never the sun. And the documentation is such that the sun is both rising and setting while I'm at one property. So as you'll recall, the light source is currently over my head, which is where the LAPD is concentrating helicopter activity, which is group stalking. It's within a documented pattern of conduct, and the light source is still here over the property, and you can see it through the windshield of my vehicle. It's not at a distance. It's non-movement. This is a deception in an unnatural environment, and it is as deceptive as a demon walking a dog that's not doing anything but stalking, not going anywhere either, just stalking, wanting to look like it's going somewhere, like the fake sun wanting to look it's going somewhere when it's on this side of my office to this side of my office, and you can still see it through a windshield, which is speaking to non-movement. And it's impossible that the sun would be in any position. In addition to that, so I want to be clear, it's 4:57 p.m. This is exposing the demonic behavioral pattern. It is shown as what is stalking with light, which is what demons do. You see the people of the state cross paths with engineered light, such as the Universal Waste Systems Inc. employee, the trash man, the demons that live at Alvarado Gardens, such as Tiffany Sherez, Vanessa Dries, Sam Rickman, Akeem Maradiega. I can continue to go down the list. Susanna Martinez, engaging in what is demonstrating demon possession by virtue of the impossible light activity moving across an apartment building while you're doing something as basic as driving a car. But again, it's under what is not the sun, and neither is that sunlight, which is already on the record. Again, Jeanette Balderas. These are third-party group stalkers exhibiting demon possession. They are exhibiting a pattern of conduct that is shared by a population. This is why I can go to the California DMV in Glendale. This is why I can go to the Social Security Administration office in Los Angeles and document the same phenomenon. And the light source does not stay at Alvarado Gardens from the beginning to the end of the day. As I'm showing you, that fake sun remains directly over, visible through my sunroof, physically visible over the top of my head, which is in conformity to a pattern of conduct outside of conformity with the natural environment. What I'm speaking to is the fake sun that's present all day long while you're looking at demons such as Tiffany Sherez, such as Kilsa, such as Juan Quereto, such as the people of the state that are including Hong On, all of them that I document. For example, I'm just naming the people of the state that are acting in sync, including the demon wearing a United States Postal Service uniform, a demon that I don't even know coming to deliver a package, which is nothing other than the malicious guys for coming on and engaging in the cross path and light activity creation. Demons want to look like they're being productive, like they're doing something. Okay, so America, that is trying to hide demon possession, that is trying to hide the operation of Satan's presence and ongoing operation of a system amongst the government, is engaging in what is multitasking, appearing as though there's some free society when in fact it's statewide, it's national surveillance that's going on in this country. So I'm in California, so I'm just exposing what the government and the people of the state are doing in California. But because there's a fake sun above you, meaning a light source that's not the sun, by virtue of the fact that I'm showing this light source that's over me for the duration of the day, and because there is only one sun, it is not possible that you are looking at a natural environment that's over your head. I'm speaking to what is activity creation while a person moves around in engineered lights, not sunlight. This is the light source that's captured over me, which you see over me right now. What I captured in images to vividly reveal the light source that you could see through my windshield that's parked at the same property where I was present this morning, and I'm looking at this light source that is still present. So I want you to see what I captured today, which is where, again, LAPD is stalking in helicopters as I continuously capture as I remain in the workplace. This is relevant to what speaker companies, a third-party company, is going to be prosecuted for. And this is capturing the phenomenon while I'm standing outside of my leasing office inside of the same parking lot. And I want to be clear. This is my office right here that says management office. I am facing these parking structures right here. Building 1800, building 1802. These are the where you see the vehicles parked directly across from my office. Parking spaces 25 through 37. This is the direction where I'm facing, what you see up above, where in parking space across from number 84, which would be parking space number 28. And adjacent to that were Dupree's parking spaces. That's apartment number 1806, so that you understand what is non-movement of a fake sun. Parking space number 31 is this vehicle right here, which I captured the fake sun through the windshield of that vehicle in the afternoon while the LAPD flew over again, which I captured on video. This is the same parking space number 31, parking space number with the Yolanda Ledesma, that's 1816 number 1. She's in parking space number 30. Literally, parking space number 30 and 31, which are directly in alignment to my office where I'm standing facing these parking spaces, and the fake sun is seen through the rear view window of Ledesma's vehicle at parking space number 30. You can see in parking space number 31 in the afternoon, this is already on the record. What I'm showing right now is Tina Ree's vehicle. Tina Ree is parked in parking spot number 33. And again, 30, 31, and to 33, which is the white Toyota Camry. And you can see the light source through the rear windshield of the vehicle. And this is captured at what is 4:09 p.m. 4:03 p.m. is when I took this video. The video ended at 4:09 p.m. So yeah, 4:09 p.m. you could say, because the light source didn't go anywhere for the 6 minutes that I captured that video. And in the morning when I took an image of the light source that you can see, it's just another way of identifying what is perfectly present over my head and not some, I would say, not truly authentic response to what I'm showing with regard to a scientific impossibility. The fact that the sun would be in any position hours later at the same location. And you can even see it through the ability that the vehicles at the same property are capturing this light source through their surfaces. And this is what you're also paying attention to. And it is capturing the demonic. And it is another means of stalking with the light source. And so all I'm doing is showing you all the tools of Satan and through what is the maintenance. While the people of the state are demon possessed, they engage in following you all around physically. And that is what you can see demonstrated through the unnatural environment. And it's also impossible that the sun would be in any position where you could see it through a vehicle windshield or window that's parked at the same property from the morning, 10:37 in the morning, until what is 4:09 p.m. That's what this video shows. And I'm also showing you, I'm standing at the same leasing office looking at parking spaces at 10:37 in the morning. The light source is seen through the windshield of parking space number 30. And at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's seen through the parking space of number 33. That's capturing non-movement of the fake sun. And what I captured right now through the vehicle parked and parking space number, I believe that is parking space number 84, which is right here in front of the office. And that is speaking to the non-movement. That's literally within the same parking lot. And you know that it's still here because when I go to my bedroom, my apartment, the bedroom window, the fake sun still remains visible through the window. You can see it through the windshields of the vehicles parked in parking spaces number 24 through 13 here up at the top, and vehicles parking spaces number 1 through 12. It's non-movement of the fake sun. So I just wanted to capture this. This is the environment where demons that are currently a part of the Los Angeles Police Department that has been subject to an ongoing federal investigation exposing what is public corruption, criminal activity that they're engaging in, participating in, relying on the people of the state to act with them pursuant to a demonic pattern of conduct. Not only are the Los Angeles Police Department and Dominic Choi criminals, not only are they stalkers, they are demon possessed. I am simultaneously exposing that. And they are stalking in helicopters at that. They are stalkers that want to outwardly conduct themselves as they are working for a law enforcement agency that's engaging in any legitimate business. And they're not. This stalking system, this surveillance system, this demonic activity, this condition of demon possession that they have, all of them. This is what they're not telling you about. Okay? This is what you are not going to see footage of. This is what the people of the state are not complaining about, the heavy helicopter activity, okay? So the entity is acting in conformity to a pattern of conduct. Remember, the LAPD are one of multiple police agencies and sheriff's departments that are documented group stalkers, which demon-possessed people engage in group stalking only. It is exclusive. And group stalking is occurring in a demonic environment. Okay, it is very precise, very exclusive. It is a precise formula. And I'm showing you what is the reality of the demonic environment that surrounds you. Because while Satan is personifying his presence, in other words, you're able to witness it through the unnatural environment. I want to be clear, this is a pattern of conduct that is underway by a demon-possessed entity. And this is a pattern of conduct that is underway by government. The United States Postal Service is a group stalker. Okay, this is a government-wide system. The demons that are delivering your mail are keeping you under surveillance. They're group stalking you, and they're doing it with the people that live all around you. And where I'm prosecuting, Kilsa is going to federal prison. And this is a demon-possessed psychopath. No, it must be that, because you can analyze her unnatural behavior. Sitting in a vehicle, which you are engaged in surveillance, because that's why the unnatural environment is present, and you're doing it with the government that's stalking in helicopter. All aspects of this criminal system are surrounding her, and you are not doing anything other than engaging in what is maintaining presence, not coincidentally crossing my path, creating light activity, moving in the engineered light as I open my office door. That's a demon, and that's a stalker, acting in conformity to the state's pattern of conduct, where the government is stalking, keeping a fake sun is where this environment is, Alvarado Gardens, and stalking in helicopters, which is in this unnatural environment. And everybody that lives at this apartment complex is going to federal prison for it. Okay, this is why I'm showing you everywhere that I go, no matter who is in my presence, the entity is stalking in helicopter in that unnatural environment, which persists. Remember, this is captured at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This light source is seen through the rear view mirror. And why is it in alignment with the entrance? Let's again look at the map. Okay, while I'm walking down from my apartment building 1806 up here, right here at the sidewalk, this is where there is room for crossing a path. So a demon is engaging in surveillance, sitting in their vehicle in perfect alignment with where there will be an open space, no apartments. In other words, people are maintaining presence in their apartments. People on the hillside, on the opposite side of my apartments. The demons that are stalking in helicopters are above my head, and the entity is maintaining presence in the green Telluride. Juan Almanza is group stalking, crossing path in the parking lot, while I am walking from my apartment building at 1806, where the fake sun is over my head, from my apartment down to my office. And that's why you see it at this time in alignment to the mailbox where I'm standing, as opposed to where it remains for the duration of the day while I take pictures in the afternoon and in the morning where my leasing office is, which is what I'm capturing in these screenshots at 10 and what you see here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And capturing that, the ability to capture that, is showing a scientific impossibility regarding what the natural environment would consist of. Okay, this is where an entity that is demon possessed, notably, is stalking in helicopters. Okay, it is relevant to what Dominic Choi and the demons of the LAPD are fully aware that with regard to a pattern, and also they're fully aware of the fact that they are being documented, exposed, and they are exhibiting a high level of desperation while they continue to do so. And they know very well that their whole criminal enterprise has been fully exposed and articulated in ways that they have never anticipated. Satan never saw this coming or fathomed it. Okay, engaging in what is terrorism. They've done it to many other people before. This is not new, and now they're facing exposure and a prosecution, actual punishment, crimes, consequences, and yet they're continuously threatening. That's a threat to your life, notably in the workplace, in concert with the people of the state at a very specific environment. So I want to be clear: the people of the state and the state itself are engaging in what is an ongoing threat to the life of the target individual, while they are obsessively engaging in what is keeping you under surveillance in violation of existing constitutional laws, state and federal, all right, and laws to be enforced. And this is something, again, that I want to make sure that it's clear, and you need to see their face. So I'm going to give me a second to pull it up, because it is directly relevant to the criminal system that Dominic Choi, a demon-possessed group stalker, a corrupt person that is currently in a position of leadership, that he is to be plucked out of. And it is a public safety concern. He is a public safety concern. He is a threat. This demented mind state is what he is concealing while he is engaging in the statewide system. As I'm exposing demon possession, as I'm exposing the decision making, as I'm exposing the deranged mindset of the demon possessed, I'm exposing that which is the state, the mind state, the unhealthy and dangerous mind state, and decision making patterns by a demon possessed group stalker that is currently in the role of chief of police, disqualified, in doing so posing a threat to the safety of American citizens while in that position. And this is Dominic Choi. That's who I'm describing. And it's not different from who is Robert Luna. This is a demon-possessed state actor engaging in surveillance, and it's not distinct from what is Karen Bates. This is a political actor who are, let me be clear, in roles that are representing what is facilitation. It is not ignorance while the state is engaging in mimicking, mirroring an identical pattern of conduct. And I want to be clear, these are the demon-possessed government actors who are engaging in a statewide system that I have captured within what is the P.O.C, the pattern of conduct. You are not mimicking or mirroring a pattern of conduct. It is impossible. to coincidentally engage in what is, first of all, every aspect of the pattern of conduct is a phenomenon. The fake sun, the engineered light, all right, and the stalking in helicopters in that environment at that. And then the pattern within the pattern, while I'm capturing and documenting this phenomenon, the entity will engage in more of that phenomenon, the pattern within the pattern. And that is speaking to real-time knowledge of the fact that you are indeed being exposed as a demon-possessed corrupt leader who is to be subject to a federal prosecution, not different from those who we have been told are our national enemies, such as Osama bin Laden. This is a domestic enemy. This is a threat to the public. He is literally a threat to any children that he may have, anyone that he is connected to, because this is the reality of demon possession, and this is something that the demon possessed do not want you to know about. And these are the times that we're currently in. And the pattern of conduct is not speaking to anything that I don't need to exaggerate. When I go to the bank, the entity is following in helicopters. When I go to the grocery store, the entity is following in helicopters. When I document the entity engaging in this conduct with the people of the state, the entity is pursuing, following, arriving in helicopters. That is, you're not arriving anywhere. You're always present in what is an unnatural environment. This is engineered light.
Of the people of the state.
Sunlight doesn't ride across the ceiling inside of the depths of a lobby. That's engineered light. That's the same environment where an entity is stalking me in helicopters.
8,
all right,
Victor,
while
Sam,
I'm
Nancy,
moving, going to any location.
Rear windshield, 9JPN
All right, this is
111. Group stalking with LAPD at Normandy and Sunset.
That is flying directly
federal
over.
Prison. There is LAPD flying over.
All right, while I'm capturing the fake sun that's remaining over me while I am en route to the bank, so the demons fly in a circle over the
Cannot
bank.
maintain my privacy as a consumer with Chase Bank while you're engaged in what is public information. Everything that's going to be talked about in the bank, everything regarding what they're looking, using communication devices to access your bank account information, it's all public while the demon possessed know exactly what you're saying and what you're doing, including the state that's flying in a circle. Flying in a circle is what LAPD is doing, providing evidence against Chase Bank, who I'm going to prosecute.
The people of the state engage in crossing paths. This is what the demons of Tiffany Sherez, Juan Quereto, the United States Postal Service, hung on, just walking through the parking lot, just do. This is how state terrorism, this is how surveillance appears in the United States. This is what it looked like, and it's supposed to occur where you are, as a group stalker, a demon also. These are all demon-possessed people. And let me be clear. The demon-possessed are in custody of your information, and they're sharing your so-called private information. It's not private. And this is a system that they're violating existing laws on the books while this hypocrisy is being exposed. And I'm going to, in every regard, prosecute civilly and criminally for this hypocrisy that I am subject to. That's a threat to my life and my existence. Okay, this is a bank filled with a bunch of demons who are group stalking and terrorizing me while I am nothing other than a patron and I have a right to not be subject to it. In addition to that, federal stalking, my bank account number, every dollar in my account, any amount that I'm taking out, even the conversation with that demon that's in the bank while they're all standing in line and they're all monitoring together, they're group stalking. And it's public information on communication devices. All of that is embodied when the entity is pursuing me from place to place in helicopters, which is exactly what I'm documenting even as I go to a grocery store where I cannot be free from the pattern of
LAPD
conduct.
thinking that they're protecting this third party, this demon, this terrorist. She's going to federal prison. P.O.C. She's going straight to federal prison.
Flying directly over the top of my head
because she knows that she's being documented
while the light source is visible through a windshield of the vehicle it's parked at the Vons grocery store, and I use that to show when I'm at Alvarado Gardens at 1124 there's no sun that's over Vons. It's not even in the direction of Vons. It's directly over the top of my head, and there's a whole pre-existing body of evidence referred to, documented on podcast, video, and images of a fake sun remaining outside of this region altogether. Okay, between 2018 to 2022, relocation to Los Angeles, and outright abandon from what one would like to contend is the natural environment, even though they can't plausibly do that. But you certainly cannot, while the demons of the LAPD are group stalking under it. And that is the fake sun and the engineered light with demons like this who do not have a defense in federal court. You don't have a defense. You're going right to federal prison. And they're doing so while I'm at the neighborhood grocery store.
US and that license plate.
All right, while I'm at the grocery
store to engage.
And this entire population, every apartment building, every business that's represented by a logo on a truck, on a vehicle, every third-party group stalker that lives at a facilitating venue, not a private residence. This is a strip down of the whole farce of thinking that there's some privacy in the U.S. There's not. This is surveillance, massive surveillance, and it's terrorism. As I'm subject to it and I'm exposing it, this is how you wind up with being stalked and terrorized by helicopters at the grocery store.
Stalking with that entity, which is what the whole population is doing.
So no difference this is occurring at the Vons.
White girl.
This is the entity that's engaging in statewide surveillance. Okay, this is what's occurring, again, relevant to the big picture. This is what Dominic Choi and Robert Luna, for example, and Karen Bass are under no circumstances ignorant about. It is the pattern of conduct that is shared by the entire state of California, which is exactly what I've shown. This is the property where a fake sun is remaining all day long, as I give you another example to witness that impossibility. That is visible through the rear windshields of vehicles in alignment to my office where I walk out, while the fake sun is over my head at the same address. Even as I walk out at 4:55, approximately 5 p.m., you can see it through the vehicle parked in parking space number 84. And you're looking at it all day in the morning through the windshield of vehicle parked in space number 30 and in space number 33 at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's non-movement. That's not the sun. Okay, and so that's the significance of what I'm capturing when I'm capturing screen images. A time frame, a duration of time analysis between 10:30 and 4:09. Let's count. I'm not a mathematician. I didn't go to law school and get my bar license to be a mathematician, but I can count with regard to 10:30 to 11:12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 hours of non-movement, stagnation of that which is supposed to be the sun. And yet you'll see on the news police chases of these demons that are the LAPD, and they want to outwardly appear as though they're in pursuit of justice. Those are the people of the state that they are chasing down, that are committing crimes, and those two together represent the people of the state and the state that are group stalking together. Okay, and they are doing so at this time where the entity knows that it's being exposed. They're putting on a show for you. And they're doing so, it's ongoing confirmation of the evidence that I have, that anybody in this country can use, by the way, because the evidence of a fake sun remaining over me for the duration of the day is evidence of the specific environment that you're surrounded by, because there's no possible way that the sun is over you while I'm showing you from 8 o'clock in the morning at my leasing office to 4, 5 o'clock as I walk out in the evening. The fake sun is still present, but you can even see through the windshield of a vehicle at the same property. There's no sun over you in Texas or in Louisiana or in New York or in Florida or wherever else there is no flood currently underway. You understand. And it's not just currently right now in June. Same time of year analysis and everything that happened in 2023, 2022, 2021. There is an ongoing ability to recognize what is an unnatural environment. And there is no getting out of it. And Dominic Choi is relevant, for purposes of punishing terrorism that's underway in the U.S., not only the people of the state, but government actors such as Robert Luna and Dominic Choi and Officer Umana. Okay, those demons that are engaging in what is masquerading, exercising fictitious authority while you're terrorizing someone, yes, you go to federal prison for that. And Dominic Choi, like any other terrorist that we would treat that is a foreign enemy, a domestic enemy such as Dominic Choi, belongs in federal prison. Okay, it is currently 5:19 p.m. Let me show you this light source that's still in alignment with me, and then it will be through my bedroom window for the remaining of the evening. All right, this is P.O.C.